Right. Hey everybody, this is Ben, van dwelling in Vancouver. This here is Spirit. This is a Dodge Ram, an 83 Dodge Ram 150. That there's Phoenix back there. And this is a buddy of mine's van. I'm doing a remodel in this. And I've torn out the old interior. You can see I've put in some new walls and stuff like that. Getting things set up so that it's good to go. Now over here, what I've done here is I've put in this 1-inch thick Durafoam insulation, and then I've overlaid, you can see 1/8 inch with a nice finish wood here. We're planning on covering everything with some kind of, fuzzy, maybe speaker covering, the fuzzy speaker covering and stuff like that to make it look nice. And up here, I'm thinking we're going to put a couple storage hammocks. There's going to be a storage unit back there, or I might make a little bed depending on what he wants. And I'm thinking storage up there would be really good for him. So over here, we've got the makings of a bed. What we're going to do here is hold on, let's start from the bottom, okay? On the bottom here, you can see we got a sink. This sink is going to pull out all the way out the back of the van. Here, on this side, we're going to have a stove. And the stove is going to pull out all the way out the back of the van. Okay, and then we're going to have a countertop in this little gap here that goes from the sink to the stove. And then there'll be enough space in front of the sink and the stove right here to be able to have a counter and a sink and a stove and have a little kitchenette with a little pull-out. We'll have a little pull-out coming out the top, and then that'll be the kitchen, where the kitchen isn't actually in the van, it'll be in the back of the van. So in the back here will be the kitchen when you want to use it. Then you just fold it all up and put it away when you're done. Now over here, I've got the starts there's going to be a bench here, and people are going to sit here because you can see there's seat belts in the back, mounted in the back here, that can come out. And so there's going to be seat belts here for 2 people, and then we got seat belts over here for 2 people. So we're going to have that underneath, where we're going to have the pull-out in here for the oven and stuff. And then we'll have some storage. We'll have some storage under here, and then the pull-out for the sink and everything like that. In this corner here, we're going to have a water, the one of those 2-gallon water jugs set up for feeding the sink, and then we'll have a bunch of cabinets and everything else over here. And like I said, we'll have hammocks, storage hammocks on either side, up on the ceiling there, so that we're not taking away the room of, and space, but we'll still be able to use it for storage and stuff. And then in the back there will also be some kind of storage set up, or maybe there'll be a bay for electronics and stuff like that, because he's hardcore into his electronics. He's also a writer, so we're gonna have a fold down desk that folds down, when this bed here is actually going to come out all the way out over here, and it's actually going to fold up right up onto the wall over here. And over here, we're going to have a desktop that folds down so that he can do his writing, whether he's in bed, in bed, or whether he's sitting on the main bench. He's going to be able to have his desktop fold down out of the cabinets and be able to write and stuff like that. So there's going to be a water cooler on this side. There's going to be a bunch of storage cabinets and everything like that for his needs. You can see over here, I've got, this is, that box right there is actually the battery. That's the battery terminal. And then over there in the back, in that metal thing you can see is actually a furnace. So those are the pieces I managed to salvage. Also the stove, you can see, those are the pieces I managed to salvage from the old interior. And the rest was just kaput. So what we're going to do is for a cooler or for a fridge or stuff like that, we're going to have a cooler set up where it's kind of like a fridge, but it's just a cooler. So that gives you an idea of what's going on here in Spirit, and it's going to be a good reno. So here's the beginning of it, and I'll show you clips all the way through. I'll show you things that I've done all the way through. Yeah. All right, so have a great day.